Visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. I've taken two beakers here. Explain the concentration. Now, the two beakers are filled with water. That means a solvent, right? I've taken what? Two beakers, and I've taken some solvent in that one, which is I've taken as a water. The solvent is what? Water. In the first beaker, I have added 10 grams of NaCl, right? The second beaker, I have added 30 grams of NaCl. In the both the case, the solvent volume is same. In the case of this one and in this one, the volume of the solvent is same, right? This is what same. What is different here? What
Density.
what difference you are observing here?
Concentration of NaCl.
Concentration.
Not concentration. The mass of solute is different. How much mass you are taking, that is different. I told you volume of the solvent is same. The mass of solute is what here? Different. Concentration is different bit. I'm adding what? Different mass of solute to same amount of solvent. Understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me which solution will be more salty?
Second one.
Second one.
Anushka is there? Not there? Anushka is absent? Which solution will be more salty better? Apurva,
Yes, sir.
Soren, Anushka, Apurva or Anushka,
Yes, I'm there.
you are there.
So I'm there. Yes.
Which solution is more salty among these two?
So second one.
Second means
Second one.
which one? 10 grams or 30 grams?
So 30 gram.
30 grams. Now why? What is the reason? What is the reason, beta?
So mass of NaCl is more in second beaker. So it's more salty.
That means when solute is more, then it will become what? More salty, right? When you add more amount of solute, what? Same amount of solvent. Just to always here, when you add more amount of solute to same amount of solvent, the concentration in the form of salty nature, what happen? Increasing here, right? Now concentration is depending upon what character beta here? Mass of the solute. Thank you. Now, what I'm saying here, concentration of solution is the amount of solute dissolved in known amount of the solvent. You can also call that one solution also. Understood the definition of the concentration, all of you? Very simple. The amount of solute you are dissolving in a known amount of solvent. That is called what? Concentration. How much amount of solute you are adding to what? Known amount means something 100 ml of water. How much amount of NaCl you are adding into 100 ml of water. That gives the concentration of the solution, right? So based upon the mass you are adding, isn't it? The amount you are adding into the solvent, you are getting the concentration. I think everyone is understood now what is concentration.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the meaning of dilute solution then? What is the meaning of dilute solution? Chaitanya?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning beta? Dilute solution.
So water is added to the solution.
How do you get dilute?
So by adding water.
That means what happens when you add water? What happens to that solution?
Sir, concentration
Solvent value is increases. Solute with respect to that one, what happened? Changes, right? Understood? What is happening when you are diluting? The amount of solvent is increasing, but solute is decreasing with respect to quantity. So, in this case, what happened? When you observe here in the concentration, solute must be large quantity. This must be large quantity. Which one beta? Solute must be large quantity. Understood? If solute is large quantity, then only we are going to get the concentrated solutions. Understood? If solute is in large quantity, then only we are getting concentrated solution. That is a very important thing. It's very simple only beta. But when you are making the different type of solutions, we have to use this application. Now, what is the meaning of standard solution? Just a minute beta, I will continue this one. Just a minute. Read this one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, while concentration of the salt must remain same in both the cases, or it can differ?
Which one beta?
Sir, in concentration of any solution, sir, the solvent must remain the same, or it can differ?
When you change the solvent, the concentration also will change. Understood? For making the definition, I have taken like this, isn't it? Generally, when you are making the solutions, what happen? We take fixed value of the solvent. We'll take the fixed value of the solvent, but we'll change what actually amount of the solute to make different type of solution. We change the solvent value also, definitely the concentration also changes. General cases, what we take, the value of the solvent will be fixed and the mass of the solute will be changed to get different type of solution. It doesn't mean all cases like we can change the value and we get the change of the concentration also. Definitely we can do that. It is not compulsory. We have to fix the solvent value. No. We can change the value of the solvent to get the different concentrated solution. When you do the problems to beta, you will get this one. Now, very important thing next is called standard solution. The next topic is what here? Standard solution. Now, what is the meaning of standard solution? This is display you, but whatever it is there, it is visible for you. A solution whose concentration is known, that is called what? Standard solution. If you know the concentration of the, isn't it? If you know the concentration of the solution, then the solution is called what? Standard solution. Understood? Now, how do you know the concentrated solution now then? How do you know this one? See, for example, can you observe this one beta? 100 m. Now you know the molarity. M is nothing but here molarity beta. It is a molarity actually, right? Now this is the, you know this concentration very well, right? The concentration of the solution is what? 100 molarity. It is a molarity is equal to how much beta? 100. Now this I am calling what? Standard solution. Why you are calling this one standard solution? What is the reason?
Sir, its concentration is known.
You know, if I ask you what is the concentration of this solution, you can easily say it is 100 molar. For example, if I ask you, tell me the concentration of this one, you don't know because it is not visible. I think you have done the experiment, no? Practical examination you have done. So when you are adding the solution, in that clearly it will mention how much molarity you are having in that one. When you do the volumetric analysis, the molarity of the, isn't it, titrant we are adding into that one, This is what known one. We are calling that one standard solution. Now, what is use of the standard solution? What is the use now? The standard, isn't it? Solution use is very simple. We can make some other solutions, isn't it? By using the standard solution. For example, I want to prepare 0.01 molarity of the solution bed. How to prepare 0.01 molarity? That is, different methods are there. But by using this one, I can make this one into 0.01. I can convert this one. How better? How I can convert this one into 0.01?
The dilution.
By diluting. Some known amount of volume we have to add. See, this much is this. If you observe, this one is very dark better, isn't it? But this one is very light. Because you have diluted this one, the concentration is decreased. So what I'm saying here, when you add solvent to this one, the concentration is what? Decreasing. So in this purpose, what I'm explaining here, standard solution. The very known use is nothing but we can make some known concentration of solutions by using standard solutions. It is better to describe a solution in the given way, qualitatively or quantitatively. Which one is better? Definitely what? Quantity. By using the quantity only, we can describe the solution. How much you are adding. That is what quality you are using also useful, but quantity always makes, isn't it, different type of solutions. That is based upon the solution. Now, how the concentration can be expressed in one way or many ways better? How many ways are there? Or one way or many ways you are having to explain the concentration? How many ways you are having? Or one way you are having? Anybody?
Sir, only one way.
Only one way? There are many number of ways. See, I will explain this one. You see here. How much number of ways are there? Isn't it? This much number of ways are there. 9 number of ways are there to describe the concentration. Mass percentage, volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, ppm, isn't it? Mole fraction, molarity, molality, normality, finally what happened? Formality. All these expressions useful for the expressing the concentrations, right? In this, according to our syllabus, application part will discuss mass percentage, volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, ppm, mole fraction, molarity, molality. Up to 7 we discuss. And these topics already I taught you in the 11th class. So we'll again discuss, okay, and we'll do some problems over these topics here, right? Now let me take here mass percentage and also what? Volume percentage and mass by volume percentage. First of all, we'll take mass percentage method. So generally it is known as a W by W percentage. W by W percentage. Now, what is meaning of W by W? The above is nothing but how much mass you're adding in the form of solute. Okay? How much mass you are taking in solute plus solvent better. कितना है solute और solvent में कितना है ये देखना है. Understood better. What is the definition? I will make very simple after formula. So what is the formula I told you? Mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution. Means it is having both solute plus solvent. Into 100 definitely you have to do when you are doing the calculation. Okay? Percentage when you do definitely you have to multiply with 100. So again I am repeating better. The formula of the mass percentage very simple. Weight of the solute, mass of the solute divided by mass of the solute plus mass of the solvent into 100. तो कुछ बच्चे यहाँ पर मिस्टेक करते बेटा. सॉल्यूशंस के जगह कुछ लोग सॉल्वेंट लेते बेटा. बिकॉज यहाँ ऊपर सोल्यूट है नीचे सॉल्वेंट ऐसा लेते. ऊपर शेट है नीचे पैंट ऐसा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ऊपर शेट नीचे क्या है? शेट और पैंट दोनों है बेटा. अंडरस्टूड. इसलिए मैं एग्जांपल देता हूं को आपको यहां पर मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं. सॉल्वेंट यू आर टेकिंग. डोंट टेक व्हाट? सॉल्वेंट बेटा. Take solution only because you are calculating percentage means total you have to consider. Understood? Now, how do you make a definition from this one? Very simple. If you take this is 100 beta, if this part, if you take 100, both will cancel or not? This will be cancelled or not? Definitely it will cancel. Now, mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute. So definition कैसे लेते आप? The amount of solute in grams present in 100 grams of the solution is called what? Mass percentage. For example, आपने 10 grams लिया बेटा, 10 grams of NaCl लिया. कितने पे लिया? 100 grams of solution में लिया. 100 grams में 10 grams of NaCl is what beta? Solute है. Now what will be the mass percentage now? Tell me.
10.
What is the mass percentage? Yes.
10%.
10 only, because 100 always will be cancelled. Okay. For example, if I take 5 grams of NaCl in 100 grams of solution, the mass percentage will be how much? 5%. Okay, it's very simple. The amount of solute in gram present in the 100 grams of solution. ये solution आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है ना? Next. But tell me beta, what do you mean by 35% of W by W? W, I told you, mass of solute. This one is what? Mass of solution. Now tell me beta, what do you mean by, if I say 35% of glucose solution, if I say, what is the meaning of that?
So 35%
Ma'am, there
of
is
glucose is
35
present in the
gram of
solution.
glucose in 100 gram of solution.
एक तो बताओ बेटा, इतनी लोग नो saying
35% of glucose is present in 100 grams of solution.
35 grams of glucose is present in 100 grams of solution. Very simple it is. Very good and very simple also it is. Right? The meaning of 35% W by W means the solute you are taking grams, solution also you have to take in terms of grams only. That is very important. Solute must be in gram, solvent also must be in gram. Understood better what I am saying here? The solute must be, this one should be in terms of grams, and this one also in terms of grams. Now, if you see glucose solution in liquid state, correct or not? Glucose solution is a liquid state, but you can also measure this one in the form of solid state also. In which case beta? W by W method. Generally, for the glucose solution, we don't use this method because glucose solution is which state? Liquid state. But when you are doing the calculation, we can do like this. So what is the answer now? 35 grams of glucose present in 100 grams of solution. Now, how do you helpful this type of, if I say 35% W by W? So if I say 35% of WW, that means in the data, they have given the weight of the solute, and they given weight of the solution, and they given also what beta? Weight of the solvent also. Now weight of the glucose is 35 grams. Weight of the solvent is how much beta? Solvent का weight कितना है? 75 grams.
75.
If they say 35% of V by W, you can calculate what? Molality you can calculate. Molality we can calculate. Isn't it? Nobody asks this type of questions in examination. What they give, 35% of glucose.
65.
You can calculate what? Molality you can calculate by using this one. Understood? So that is the reason this is very important. What I'm saying, if 35% of WW glucose means in the data they have given 35 grams of glucose, 100 grams of solution, 75 grams of what? Solvent.
So 65 grams.
65.
Whatever it may be, 65 grams. Okay, 65 grams of solvent, isn't it? That means what I mean to say is that you have to collect the data by using this expression. 3 data you are collecting here: weight of the solute, weight of the solvent, weight of the solution. This data you have to collect from this given expression. This is important for us. Now you got here step of answer here. Next, this question is there in your textbook beta. If you have textbook with you, I told you already, keep textbook with you. I don't know how many of you kept the textbook with you. You're observing. I hope everyone is observing the textbook, I think. So if you observe this question, calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride if 22 grams of benzene is dissolved in 122 grams of carbon. Now all of you do the problem and tell me the answer better. All of you do. Immediately how to do now. Tell me the answer now, better. Are you doing now? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कैसे करना है बेटा? इसमें सोल्यूट आपको सेलेक्ट करना है. सोल्यूट कौन सा है बेटा? इसमें सोल्यूट क्या है बेटा? कैसे
बेंजीन.
जिसमें कम है वो सोल्यूट है, जिसमें ज्यादा है वो क्या है? सॉल्वेंट. नेक्स्ट, वेट ऑफ द सोल्यूट 22 ग्राम्स. नो, आपको लेना है सोल्यूशन का वेट लेना है. मोस्ट ऑफ द डू ये लेते हैं जनरली, जल्दी में कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड का वेट लेते, वो नहीं लेना है बेटा. आपको क्या लेना है? 122 प्लस क्या लेना है आपको? 122 into 100 करना है ना? तो आपको आएगा 22/144 into 100. तो आपको आएगा 144 डिवाइडेड बाय 2200. ये करो, आपको आंसर आएगा
सर 15.27%.
14.28.
कितना आंसर है?
The 14%.
14.2.
Let me check that one answer. 15.28% आया बेटा, है ना? अगेन आई एम सेइंग, यहां पर आप मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं. सॉल्यूशन का जगह सॉल्वेंट ले रहे हैं कुछ लोग. ये देखकर ये लेता है ऐसा 22/122 into 100. जल्दी में लेता है ऐसा. मत करना है ऐसा. आपको फॉर्मूला कंपल्सरी लिखना है, बाद में सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है, तो करेक्ट आंसर आएगा. This type of questions, if you get, very simple, but directly don't ask. Indirectly you will get this one question. Now let me take now volume percentage. Volume percent कब लेते हैं बेटा? When solute and solvent both are liquid state, then we can take this method बेटा, volume by volume, right? When solute and solvent both are in solid state, we'll take weight by weight method. When solute and solvent both are in liquid state, we'll take what? Volume by volume method. Generally what happens, the percentage of alcohol, isn't it? We'll do this method. Percentage of calculation of alcohol, we'll do this one. Volume by volume. I will take again the formula beta, same formula beta. Instead of mass, I will take now your volume here. Now volume of the solute divided by volume of the solution into 100. Understood? Volume of the solute divided by volume of the solution into 100. In the case of mass, I put here what? Volume here. Then to make the definition क्या करना है आपको? इसको कैंसिल करना है ना, इसके जगह क्या लेना है बेटा आपको?
100 ml.
कितना लेना है बेटा? 100 लेना है आपको. टू मेक द डेफिनेशन ओनली. एक जरूरी नहीं है पर 100 लेना है. अगर डाटा में आपको 200 दे तो 200 देना है, लेना है ना आपको. अगर आप डाटा में 250 दिए तो आपको लेना है 250 कंपल्सरी. सिर्फ टू जनरेट ए डेफिनेशन इसको कैंसिल करना है दोनों को, इसकी वजह से मैंने 100 लिया. तो डेफिनेशन क्या हो जाएगा? द वैल्यूम ऑफ द सोल्यूट, द वैल्यूम ऑफ द सोल्यूट इन ml. जनरली वैल्यूम कैसे लेते आप? इन ml में लेते हैं, तो सेंटीमीटर क्यूब में लेते हैं. ओके, द वैल्यूम ऑफ द सोल्यूट इन ml प्रेजेंट इन 100 ml ऑफ द सोल्यूशन इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? वैल्यूम परसेंटेज. ओके, we take one more question. Now if I say 10% of ethanol means, anybody?
10 ml of ethanol is present in 100 ml of solution.
Very good. 10 ml of ethyl alcohol or ethanol present in 100 ml of the solution. Now इसमें वैल्यूम ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन कितना होगा? 100. वैल्यूम ऑफ द सोल्यूट कितना होगा? 10. Now वैल्यूम ऑफ द सॉल्वेंट कितना होगा?
90.
90. Right? 90 ml it is, right? This is the way we can use this data 10% for getting the, isn't it?
90.
of the solute solvent like this. अभी हमने किया है वैल्यूम परसेंटेज ऑफ 10% ethyl alcohol in solution. Calculate the volume percent of 10% of ethyl alcohol in a solution of, in this 10 कितना होता है 10 है 10 ml है बेटा, ये 10 ml है. अभी हमने किया 90 ml आया, तो आपको कैलकुलेट करना है 10 बाई कितना लेना है बेटा 10 बाई 100 है ना, 10 ही आएगा आपको, ये तो इजी है राइट. सेम क्वेश्चन यू हैव डन. Now very important now, mass by volume. Mostly we'll take mass by volume data. One is solute, other will be the solute in solid state, solvent is in liquid state. In that case we'll take mass by volume. Now in which case we'll take beta? If solute is in solid state, if solvent is in liquid state, in that case we'll take W by V. W indicates solid, B indicates liquid. Understood? Right. Again, we'll take the formula beta here. What is the formula? Mass of the solute divided by volume of the solution into 100. Definition derive करने के लिए यहाँ पर आपको कितना लेना है 100 लेना है.
100 ml.
तो अगर आपको आएगा the amount of mass of solute in grams, ये तो ग्राम हो जाएगा. In 100 ml of the solution is called what here? Mass by volume method. Right? Now we'll do some problems better. What is the meaning of 10% of W by V method? Anybody? Now we can answer.
10 gram of solute is present in 100 ml of solution.
10 grams present in 100 ml of solution. Very good. Now, I will take what happened, this problem. The mass of the NaOH solute is what 10 grams and volume of the solution is 100 ml. Now substitute you are going to get here. कितना आएगा आपको 10% आएगा, isn't it? We'll substitute this one. No. Mass of the solute कितना हो गया 10. Volume of the solution 100 into 100 कितना हो रहा है अभी? Mass is percentage. Now you are getting 10 here. Okay. Now this is very, very important beta. You have to remember this. Already we have done in the 11th class. Just I will revise this. Next, parts per million. Next term is what? ppm. Parts per million. Generally, million means how much number is what? What is the meaning of million beta?
10 raised to 6.
10 lakh.
10 lakh. 10 lakh is अब 10 to the power of कितना हो जाएगा? 10 lakh का मतलब 10 to the power of 6. So if I take 1 ppm, mean what? 1 part present in 10 million parts here. That is the reason we can say this is what? Very, very less traces we can say. Trace means what? Very less quantities. To express what? Very less quantities, we'll use parts per million. So whenever if you want to express the pollution present in the air, so we'll use what? Actually parts per million. Whenever you want to calculate the how much amount of oxygen is dissolved in the water, then we use what? Parts per million. To express what? Very less amount. So definition also आपको same लिख सकते हैं. The number of parts of the components, isn't it? Divided by total number of the parts into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. This is just simply called as ppm. How many part of that component? For example, some poisonous gas is there, beta. Carbon monoxide is there. Where? In the air. So for example, 1 gram is there, something just 1 milligram is there. And total number of parts in air, something what happened 10 to the power of something 6, something like that. Into 10 to the power of 6, both will be cancelled. It will be 1 ppm like that. In this way, we can easily calculate the ppms. Concentration dissolved oxygen, seawater can be expressed in ppm. See, because the amount of oxygen present in the sea is always what? Very less. So we use what? ppm. Right? Concentration of pollutants in water or atmosphere also can be calculated by using what? ppm, isn't it? Just now we discussed this. This is general thing beta. tooth decay, no? You know about the tooth decay. Okay? So generally what happened, the tooth decay can be easily prevented by what? Fluoride ions. इसके लिए the fluoride ion, how much you should have? Only 1 ppm. So if water contains 1 ppm of fluoride ion, isn't it? It prevents the tooth decay. So it will helpful. That means whatever our drinking water should have how much amount of fluoride ions? 1 ppm. Now, if you increase that to 1.5 ppm, isn't it? Or more than 1.5 ppm. Now this fluoride ion is converting into poisonous now. Isn't it? If you take 1 ppm is okay, but more than 1 ppm, what happened? It is acting as a poisonous, higher concentration. See, so that means what happened? Very less amount quantity we use ppm like this. Okay, right. Water pollution can be measured in which beta? Which method beta?
ppm, sir.
In ppm. Very good. Next, we take the important topic called mole fraction. Mole fraction. Fraction means how much number of moles are there in total number of moles. That is very simple. Mole fraction. Now, first thing, how it is expressed. It's expressed a symbol called X. We have to take X symbol. With that X symbol, what happened? We can easily express this one actually, right? Now, first of all, we'll see. Very simple. I told you the number of moles present in total number of components, moles of the components here. That is called what? Mole fraction. For example, a solution is there, better. A solution is there. In this solution, you are having 1 mole of solute, right? 1 mole of solute and 2 moles of what? 2 moles of here what? Solvent, better. 2 moles of solvent. Now, I want to calculate the mole fraction of the solute. So, what I have to take? The number of moles of solute, correct? Present in total number of moles of solution. That means both solute and solvent, both lena. Then it will give mole fraction of the solute. I want to calculate mole fraction of the solvent. In that case, number of moles of solvent by total number of moles present in the solution. So this is the way we can easily calculate the mole fraction. That's it. Very simple. We got the definition also very simple. Now, I have taken a binary mixture. What is the meaning of binary mixture, beta?
So 2 components in the solution.
1 solute, 1 solvent. 1 solute, 1 solvent. I have taken A and B. Na I have taken, for example, for solvent. Okay, this is for solvent I have taken. Nb I have taken for solute. I have taken for the solute. Na for solvent, Nb for the solute. Now I want to express the mole fraction of A. कैसे करेंगे बेटा? Mole fraction of A is equal to, tell me buddy. Now tell me this one formula. Mole fraction of A solvent कैसे? So ये कैसे लेते बेटा? Formula.
Sir, Na divided by Na plus Nb.
Very good. When you take mole fraction of A, numerator must be taken as A, denominator you take A plus B actually. So we are going to get the formula like Na divided by Na plus Nb. Now what is the meaning of Na and Nb? Very simple. The number of moles of the solution. This is number of moles of your solvent. मैंने ये के जगह क्या लिखा बेटा? Solvent लिया, right? For example, you have I number of components. That means you have many number of solutes in that one. In that case, the formula will be N1 plus N2 plus like that, etc. like that. You can up to Ni you can take it. This is for what? If you have I number of components, isn't it? This is the formula of you can use for the sum of what? Ni you can take. Sum of the Ni you can take. So we'll do some problems over this one. before that what happened, this is very, very important. This is very important. For binary, remember this one, all of you, mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B always must be 1. Then mole fraction of B is equal to क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? 1 minus XC. Mole fraction of A क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? 1 minus XC. This is for binary. Now what about the ternary? For ternary कैसे हो जाएगा? Same. Mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of C always equal to again 1. For quaternary, mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B plus mole fraction of C plus mole fraction of D is equal to what? 1 ही हो जाएगा. So always the sum of the mole fraction of the individual components always will be what here? 1. ऐसा क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकते एग्जाम में आपको, MCQ में. Which of the following is true जैसे? Always the sum of mole fraction of, isn't it? ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ बेटा. This is not, I'm not saying about this one. This is not saying, I'm not saying about this one as a 1. I'm saying whatever the values if we add x1 plus x2 plus x3, the value must be always 1 only. So very important one, this one, useful for you. Now after that what happened? Now mole fraction में आपको क्या ले रहे हैं बेटा? मैं mole fraction में आप क्या ले रहे हैं इसमें? मोल फ्रैक्शन में आप क्या ले रहे बेटा? मोल ले रहे हैं ना? आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir.
ले रहे हैं.
Yes, sir.
मोल का फार्मूला क्या है बेटा? मास बाय मोलार मास. मास बाय मोलार मास. आप मोलार मास कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? ग्राम में. मास भी कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? ग्राम में. तो दोनों जगह आप ग्राम ले रहे हैं. ग्राम कब लेते बेटा आप? इफ इट इज इन सॉलिड स्टेट, है ना? इवन दो इफ लिक्विड स्टेट आप सॉलिड में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं इसको, है ना? ग्राम में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं. तो व्हेन यू हीट ए लिक्विड, अंडरस्टूड बेटा, व्हेन यू हीट ए लिक्विड, डू यू लॉस मास और नॉट? टेल मी.
Yes, sir.
देखो
Yes,
बेटा,
sir.
यहां पर मैंने एक 10 ग्राम्स का NaCl लिया बेटा, और इसमें मैंने 100 ml वाटर लिया, है ना? 100 ml वाटर लिया. ओके, मैं क्या कर रहा हूं? इसको हीट कर रहा हूं बेटा, इसको हीट कर रहा हूं. नहीं तो मैं ओपन में रख रहा हूं, ऐसे ओपन कंटेनर में, ओपन एटमॉस्फेयर में रख रहा हूं. तो बाद में आप ये 100 ml, इसको कुछ नहीं होगा, 10 ग्राम्स का NaCl कुछ नहीं होगा इसका, मगर 100 ml वाटर चेंज हो जाएगा, नहीं हो जाएगा? टेल मी, दिस वाटर चेंज और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
Definitely
Yes, sir.
change, because liquid definitely undergo evaporation. Some will undergo readily, some will undergo slowly, but they undergo evaporation. I told you earlier, if solvent volume is increasing, concentration क्या हो जाएगा? Decrease हो जाएगा. If volume of the solvent is decreasing, concentration क्या हो जाएगा? Increase हो जाएगा. That means what happened? The concentration definitely changes if you take in the liquid. That means in the case of what? ml, right? But in the mole fraction, both you are taking in the form of what? Grams only. That means what happened? Mole fraction independent with respect to temperature. When you change the temperature, mole fraction will not change. Understood better what I'm saying here? What I'm saying understood here?
Yes, sir.
Mole fraction does not depend upon the temperature. Why? Because in mole fraction, what units we are taking? Mass, which never changes with respect to temperature. So this is very important for MCQ questions. Mole fraction do not change with respect to temperature. It will be, isn't it, independent. Now यहाँ पर और एक लेना है आपको, no units. देखो क्योंकि दोनों कैंसिल हो रहा है ना, मोल पर मोल कैंसिल हो रहा है, तो there are no units for this. So you do not have any units for the mole fraction, but we have units for what? Molarity, molality, normality. We have units are there, isn't it? These points are very, it looks very simple, but they are very, very important for examination point. Now when you are writing the formula, ये आपको याद रखना है बेटा, फॉर्मूला तो आपको याद रखना है. मोल मीन्स व्हाट? मास बाय ग्राम मॉलिक्यूलर वेट. right? This is the formula you have to remember, right? तो आपको मैं एक क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूं कि आपको नोट डाउन करना है. कैलकुलेट द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ H2SO4 in a solution containing 98% of by mass method. They are saying what 98% by mass method. आपको ही लेना है. 98% ऑफ मास में कितना वेट हो जाएगा H2SO4 का, वो आपको लेना है. यहां पर मैं बोल रहा हूं H2SO4 98% बेटा, देखो है ना. You take as a solute based upon the methods you are having, whatever method. See, now this is a homework beta. Complete this one as a homework today, right? Now with this what happened, I'm concluding here only. Tomorrow we'll continue this topic, right? So now already you got that our class is up to 10:15. It is 10:15. Now we can wind up here. Now if anybody you are having doubts, you can speak to me. Otherwise